Business Model Canvas, BMC, is a great tool in helping business owners to understand their business model in a straightforward and structured way. The model will lead them to discover insights about the customers they are serving and the value propositions they are offering. But what about leaders? What can we offer leaders to assist them in solving their leadership problems and engage in proper collective decision making, so they could develop and improve their transformational leadership talent and skills? Introducing the Transformational Leadership Model Canvas, TLMC. The Transformational Leadership Model Canvas, TLMC, is a leadership learning tool used to visualize all possible solutions to a problem scenario facing by the leaders and their organization. The main purpose of this model canvas is to improve leadership collaborative problem solving and decision making through problem-based learning simulation and experience. How does TLMC works? The TLMC revolves around the authentic problem scenario presentation and the inquiry process that follows. A real-world problem will be redesigned into an authentic problem scenario by the leader, often collaboratively with other leaders within their leadership circle or outside. The leader should learn how to identify the problem scenario through the understanding of the level of complexity and the content, context and connection of the problem, the 3 C's. This is the first part of the 3C3R problem design model. The authentic problem scenario should be able to provide learning opportunities throughout the inquiry process by addressing the researching, reasoning, and reflecting components, the 3 R's. This is the second part of the 3C3R problem design model. The authentic problem scenario will then be presented to a group of leaders or followers within the leadership circle to empower them to embark on an inquiry process using the FACT-TILA inquiry approach. The result of this collaborative inquiry process will then shows the leader and the group members the most feasible and credible solutions. This will certainly help the leader and the team to work on proper collective problem solving and decision making the best they can be. A complete TLMC framework consists of the VOPS components and the FACT-TILA inquiry approach components. The VOPS FACT-TILA in TLMC framework consists of 2 segments and 8 blocks. The first segment is the activating components, which is the VOPS. This segment consists of 3 blocks: the vision, the outcomes, and the problem scenario. The second segment is the empowering components, which is the FACT-TILA inquiry approach. This segment consists of 5 blocks: facts, terms, ideas, learning issues and action plan. The activating components, the VOPS. The first segment is the activating components. This segment consists of 3 blocks: the vision, the outcomes, and the problem scenario. These components are both the basics and triggers for the learning process. The vision and outcomes are the basic components that guiding the direction of the learning process, whereas the problem scenario triggers and activates the learning to take place in an active and proactive way. The vision. The leader should reassign and rearticulate the organization or group vision to the group members. Members are encouraged to participate in this process of rearticulating the vision. The lesson behind this block is to recap and enlighten the leaders and followers on the organization's highest purpose: the outcomes. The leader should be able to identify and list down the intended learning outcomes expected from this problem-solving session. Members are encouraged to ask further clarification about the expected outcomes. The lesson behind this block is to develop a clear mission and direction throughout the problem-solving process using the TLMC. The problem scenario. A real-world problem facing by a leader will be redesigned into an authentic problem using the 3C3R problem design model and then presented to the group to let them embark on an inquiry process called the FACT-TILA. The purpose of the problem scenario is to trigger the learning process through the application of higher-order thinking skills activities. The empowering components, the factila. The second segment is the empowering components. The learning activities, organized in this segment, represent the process of leadership empowerment. Facing the problems, a transformational leader decides to empower other leaders in the leadership circle, as well as followers, to participate in the decision-making and solving the problems. The factila inquiry approach is highly relevant for this task. The authentic problem scenario, designed beforehand, should provide learning opportunities throughout the inquiry process by addressing the researching, reasoning, and reflecting components, the 3 R's. This is the second part of the 3C3R problem design model. The authentic problem scenario will be presented to the group to empower them to embark on an inquiry process using the factila inquiry approach before finally deciding on the most feasible and credible solutions. This will certainly help the team to work on proper collective problem solving and decision making. The empowering components consists of 5 blocks: facts, terms, ideas, learning issues, and action plan. The facts. Members will identify and break down the facts from the problem. The purpose of this block is to enhance the skills of problem identification and management to identify the manageable components of the problem. The terms. A good problem scenario should carry sufficient terms, including important terminologies, abbreviations, unique phrases, proper names, or any strange or difficult to understand words or phrases. Group members will have to conduct cross-reference to various related sources. The purpose of this block is to strengthen the organizational vocabulary and understanding. The ideas. Idea generation is a learning activity of connecting the prior knowledge to the facts and terms identified. Each fact and term should trigger the group members to connect to their prior knowledge and experiences. The purpose of this block is to develop better cognitive skills and improve higher-order thinking skills. The learning issues. Having understood the connection between facts, terms, and ideas, group members will have to generate and propose the related learning issues. Learning issues are the emerging issues and problems at hand that need to be learned thoroughly before deciding on the best problem-solving approach. The action plan. An action plan is a strategic design of actions that need to be executed to get a deeper and broader understanding of the learning issues. Each action plan represents the need for self-directed learning activities. Learning activities in this block are highly crucial for enhancing problem solving, knowledge management, and decision-making skills. Each of these blocks needs to be thoroughly experienced by the leader and the group members. The leader and group members should continuously return to the finished TLM canvas, and wherever possible, to realign the decision-making process according to the latest discovery. Founder of the TLMC. The TLMC was proposed by Dr. Hussein Othman in 2020, based on his 15-year experience of training educators in problem-based learning, and a 10-year thorough study on the political leadership of Dr. Mahathir Mohamad, the Malaysian elder statesman, the 4th and the 7th Prime Minister of the country. Theoretical framework of the TLMC. This model was developed based on multiple leadership and learning theories and practices including 1. The Transformational Leadership Concept and Theory, proposed by James McGregor Burns in his book, Leadership, 1978. 2. The Original Visionary Problem-Based Leadership Model, VPL, developed by Dr. Hussein Othman, and proposed in his book, Mahathir, The Art of Political Leadership, 2020. 3. The Problem-Based Learning Approach, proposed by Howard S. Barrows and Linda Wee, in their book, Principles and Practice of APBL, 2007, and other PBL models and versions. 4. Professor Y. Hung's 3C3R problem design model, proposed in his article, The 3C3R Model, a conceptual framework for designing problems in PBL, 2006. 5. The original factile inquiry approach, developed by Dr. Hussein Othman, and proposed in his book, Mahatha, The Art of Political Leadership, 2020. These are 5 pillars of the Transformational Leadership Model Canvas.